Hi all. In this video we will study in detail about the pipelined protocols. In the previous videos we just discussed about the stop and wait protocols. What is the meaning of pipelined protocols? Pipelined protocols are uh, for the purpose of introducing reliable data transfer itself. But here is the main difference between stop and wait and pipelined. Pipelining is the process of sending multiple data packets serially without waiting for the previous acknowledgement. In all the RDTs we studied, they were working on the basis of stop and wait. There, the sender, after sending a particular packet, it will wait for the acknowledgement. Once the acknowledgement is satisfied, then only it will send the next packet. Here, without waiting for the acknowledgement, continuously packets are sending, and in subsequent timing, the sent packets will be acknowledged. If any one of the packets are not get acknowledged, then sender will take necessary actions respectively for go back and a selective repeat. Then go back and selective repeat are the protocols working based on the pipelined protocols, and in this video we will look into the detailed explanation of go back and only. And selective repeat is actually, as per the syllabus, it is not there in our syllabus, but that is an important concept, so it will be given as an assignment to you. The next is we are looking into the details of go back. Okay, go back is also known as a sliding window protocol because there is a concept of sliding window in go back. The sender is allowed to transmit multiple packets without waiting for the acknowledgement. That is a common strategy for the pipelined protocols. Then sender can have up to n unacknowledged packets in the pipeline. That is, there will be a limitation for the number of packets in waiting for the acknowledgement. That is what is the number n represents. And it is also known as the window size. The receiver only sends cumulative acknowledgement. That is another important concept that we haven't discussed so far, such a concept. Cumulative acknowledgement. This you will learn in detail in the coming slides. And the sender has a timer for oldest unacknowledged packets. Unacknowledged packet. There is a concept of timer also in the go back and protocol. Then when the timer expires, it retransmits all the unacknowledged packets. That is a common strategy in stop and wait also. When the timer expires, the sender retransmits the packet. Here we will in detail study. We will study in detail about how the timer is working and all. This is the main window of the sender side of go back. We can classify the entire set of packets in 4 different groups. That is, one is in green, one is in yellow, one is in blue color, and one is in plain or not colored. And these are representing 4 different types of packets in the queue. Let me explain each of the set of packets separately. Okay, it starts from green. Green means these are the packets already sent by the sender, and here we are sending a bunch of packets one after another. That is, instead of waiting for the acknowledgement, set of packets are sent at a time. So in queue there will be this much packets, and the green color represents that they are already sent and they are acknowledged by the sender. Subsequently, we get the acknowledgement. So, green means it is already acknowledged by the sender. Then yellow packets are sent but not yet acknowledged. That is already gone from the sender side, but it is still waiting for the acknowledgement. That is why it is shown in yellow colors. Then blue represents the set of packets that will be sent in soon, sent in future, and it will be sent immediately after getting the acknowledgement for this yellow set of packets. Then the remaining portion, that is plain packets, the plain not colored packets, they are the future packets. They will be not under consideration for the time being. That will be the future packets. This will be considered for the future purpose only. So already acknowledged packets will be there. Some packets which are sent but not yet acknowledged will be there, and the set of packets that will be that is ready for sending. These are the main different types of packets. So all these are having a starting range and ending range, and it is represented here. 0, let us assume that 0 is the starting packet, that is the packet under consideration begin from the packet number 0 or sequence number 0 to base minus 1. So base means the starting point of this yellow bar is considered as the base. That is the first packet that is yet to be acknowledged is considered as the base. So 0 to base minus 1, the packets already transmitted and acknowledged. So the green one, base minus 1 means yellow one is the base. So base minus 1 is up to here, up to the last green packet. Okay, so it is the packets that are already transmitted and acknowledged. The next set of packets are starting from the base, that is the first entry in this yellow up to the last entry in this yellow. That is from base to next sequence minus 1. Next sequence is the starting point of this blue one. That is the next set of sequence that are ready for sending. That is the starting point of the next sequence number minus 1. So up to here, the starting point of yellow up to the ending point of yellow. That is the second bullet represents base to next sequence minus 1. Those packets are the packets sent out but not yet acknowledged. Then the third set of packets, that is starting from the next sequence up to base plus n minus 1. That is, there is no endpoint marked here. So this is the window size, starting from the base up to the window size minus 1. Window size means the number of packets in the queue. In the queue means that will be waiting for the acknowledgement as well as the packets which are going to send immediately. These two together makes the size of the window size n. So we can take this number as the base plus n minus 1. And all the packets greater than base plus n, that is the plain colored plain packets, base plus n, that cannot be used until an unacknowledged packet currently in the pipeline is acknowledged. That is, these set of packets are not considered so far. This will be considered when this yellow become green. When this yellow become green? This yellow become green when it gets acknowledged by the receiver. That time the window will be sliding from this position to the next n number of packets. That is a sliding window. Window will be sliding towards right hand side when the packets in the queue gets acknowledged. Then there will be a sequence number concept in all the RDTs which we studied in the previous classes. There we had only sequence number 0, sequence number 1. Again the next packet will have sequence number 0, 1, 0, 1 alternatively. But here it is different. That is k-bit sequence number. K-bit means there can be a limitation for this number of bits for the sequence number. So if it is 3, if the value of k is equal to 3, there will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0 up to 1, 1, 1. We can have 8 sequence numbers. It depends upon the number of bits. So, if the number of bits are increased, depending on the number of bits used, the sequence number will also vary. So, the sequence number, in this case, if the k bit number of bits used for representing the sequence number is 3, suppose, then it will be starting from 0 up to 7, again it will turn back to 0, that is modulo 3 arithmetic. So it will be continued. For sequence number will be from 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 7. Again it will start from 0. Okay. So that is how the sequence number is used. Then there is a concept of window. Window size is n. N means consecutive unacknowledged packets inside the window. That is the size of the window. You can see in this figure that n consists of a set of packets which are unacknowledged and they are ready to send. These two together will make the size of the window n. Then ACK of n. Here we have a concept of cumulative acknowledgement. This we already just seen in the first slide. ACK of n, cumulative acknowledgement, means here in the previous cases, if a packet is sent, acknowledgement of that particular packet is received. But here cumulative acknowledgement means for n number of packets there will be one acknowledgement. For example, suppose I am sending 8 packets from 0 up to 7. Okay, so the acknowledgement received will be for the last packet received safely at the receiver. That is, it will return number 7, acknowledgement number 7. So ACK of 7, ACK of n, ACK of 7 means all the packets up to 7 are received properly. So cumulative acknowledgement, again all the cumulative acknowledgements will send an information to the sender that up to that particular acknowledgement, up to that particular number, sequence number of the packets, up to that packet, every packets are arrived safely. One acknowledgement for n number of packets. That is the meaning of cumulative acknowledgement. It indicates that all the packets with sequence number up to n, up to and including that number have been correctly received. It may receive duplicate acknowledgements. In some occasions we get duplicate acknowledgements also, because if a set of packets are lost in between, then it will send an acknowledgement suitable to that correctly received packets only. But the packets may be sent from the sender, but it may not be reached at the receiver. This will be clear in the coming slides also. So that time the receiver will send an acknowledgement for a particular packet which is arrived safely only. So it is conveying a meaning to the sender that some packets are lost. So it will resend the same packets again. And another concept introduced in GBN is a timer is used for oldest unacknowledged packet. A timer is there in the sender side for maintaining the acknowledgement number, or a packet which is last acknowledged will be there in the timer. So the timer always remember the last unacknowledged packet. Then timeout of n. If a timeout is happened, since there is a timer, there is a timeout also. Then if the timer is timed out, then the sender retransmit all the packets that have been previously sent but not yet acknowledged. Acknowledgement is received, then means it's okay. Not acknowledged, unacknowledged packets number will be there in the timer. So from that point onwards, all the packets will again sent by the sender. That is, it retransmits n and all higher sequence number packets in the window. The packet numbers will be in the increasing order from left hand side to right hand side. So that is the sequence number of the subsequent packets will be higher numbers. So retransmit from n the packet and packets having higher sequence numbers. That is a strategy for retransmission. Then what is happening at the GBN receiver side? If a packet with a sequence number n is received correctly and is in order, then the receiver sends ACK of n. If a packet is received correctly and it is in order, that is, sequence number of the expected packets must be arrived. That is the meaning of in order. Packets must be in order. Okay, so if the packet is received correctly without any error, checksum error, without any error, and if it is in order, packets are received with the correct sequence numbers. That is the meaning of in order. Then in both these cases, the sender, the receiver sends acknowledgement ACK of n. Deliver the data in order and to the upper layer. So the receiver's duty is, if a packet is arrived safely and if it is in order, then it sends an acknowledgement. Same time it will deliver the packets to the upper layer. So receiver's duty is to deliver the packet to the upper layer. Then here there is no concept of NAK, ACK only. Always send an ACK for a correctly received packet with the highest in order sequence number. Highest sequence number. That is, cumulative acknowledgement is for n number of packets. It will be the highest number in order of the sequence number. Then the receiving side, at the sender side there is a timer for remembering the last unacknowledged packet. But in case of receiver, in order to make sure that the packets are received in order, it will remember the expected sequence number. Expected sequence number. This concept is there in previous RDTs also. There will be an expected sequence number. Expected sequence number receive in the packet in the sequence number. Both must be same. Then only we can make sure that it is in order by the receiver. In all other cases means if the packets are received with errors and packets are not in order, then the receiver discard the packets and resend the acknowledgement for most recently received in order packet. Once the packets are in disorder, then it will discard. Then if the packets are corrupted, then also the receiver discards. Receiver discards the duplicate packets or disordered packets, as well as it sends an acknowledgement, resends the acknowledgement for most recently received in order packet. It will send an acknowledgement back to the sender that which is the last properly received packet. So it will resend the same acknowledgement number. That is the one which we discussed in the first slide also. Acknowledgement number will be sometimes duplicated at the sender side. What does it mean is, if the acknowledgement numbers are replicated in the sender means some packets are lost in between. It may generate duplicate acknowledgements. The receiver discards the out of order packets, meaning it won't store the packets anywhere. Once the packets are received in order and it is in correct, then it will directly deliver to the upper layer. It is not storing the packets anywhere. This is a GBN scenario is explained. Here this colored one are the size of the window. N is equal to 4. The window size is represented with N. N is equal to 4 means first 4 packets starting from 0 up to 3 are sending in single stretch without waiting for the acknowledgement. Then packet 0 is sent, packet 1 is sent, packet 2 is sent, packet 3 is sent. Then it will wait for the cumulative acknowledgement. But unfortunately packet number 2 is lost in between. So the receiver receives packet 0, then it sends acknowledgement 0. Then packet 1, then acknowledgement 1. Then actually if the packet 2 is received here correctly, then it will send the acknowledgement 2, but it is not received here. So then the next packet received by the receiver is packet number 3. Then the receiver understands that the packets are not in order. Actually packet 0, packet 1 followed by packet 2 is the expected sequence number. But it is receiving a disordered packet. So what is happening at the receiver side is it will discard the unordered packet or disordered packet. Discard the packet and resend the last acknowledged packet. That is last acknowledged packet is acknowledgement number 1. So it will resend the same acknowledgement number back to the sender. So the sender side, here the acknowledgement 1 is received. Then it is waiting for the acknowledgement 2. Actually it is not receiving the acknowledgement 2 because the packet 2 is lost. So the receiver will not send the acknowledgement 2. But the acknowledgement 1 is the one which is sent by the receiver again. So this will generate a duplicate acknowledgement here. So what is happening at the sender side, if a duplicate acknowledgement is received here, or the packet is packet 2 is timed out. Packet 2, after packet 2 it is waiting for the acknowledgement 2, but it is not receiving the acknowledgement 2. So the packet 2's timer is also expired. Then what is the role of the sender is, sender will retransmit from 2 onwards all the packets. Go back to end the packet and from that packet number onwards everything will resend. Actually 3 is received correctly here, but it is not sending the acknowledgement 3. Instead of that it is sending the acknowledgement number 1. And the packet 3 is subsequently sent by the sender once again. So the packet 3 is discarded here. Again the second time the packet 3 is receiving, so the acknowledgement 3 is sent. I think it's clear now. So the meaning of go back in is go back to the nth packet, that is the packet which is corrupted. Here in this case the corrupted packet is or missed packet is packet number 2. Lost packet is packet number 2. Go back to packet number 2 and resend all the packets from 2 onwards. That is the meaning of GBN or go back N. Okay, so the next topic is selective repeat and that will be given as an assignment for you.